I stopped giving a fuck about people and what they thought.
If you keep making excuses, then you won't go anywhere in life. And he left.
Many businessmen are not succeeding to their full potential due to the stress that they have in their marriage and in their relationship. I, Liana, create Dominant Men and will show you how to take control of your marriage and your relationship for you to have the life that you deserve. Are you ready to be happy and explore your success beyond what you ever imagined was possible? If you are, then let's get to it.
What's up, leaders? I'm Hadi. This is not my channel and this is not my video. Go ahead.
What's up, leaders? I'm Liana. I'm a relationship and marriage expert for men. I create Dominant Men. I will show you how to take back control or take control of your marriage so that you will have a submissive and supportive wife. So today I'm going to interview the ex-nerd to a Playboy that owns multiple businesses.
Why didn't you say companies?
Because I just heard it. So, can you tell us a little bit? Because I want to do this interview because I want to show a lot of men out there that don't have enough confidence and they feel like they are just a nerd and they cannot reach the girl or talk to the girl of their dream. And I see a lot of men struggling with that and they just think too much in their head. They don't just do it, which is one action.
They make excuses.
Yeah, they make a lot of excuses. And if you keep making excuses, then you won't go anywhere in life. Not just not getting the girl you want, you won't make any successful business, you won't be anything near successful if you cannot build confidence to walk up, talk to a pretty girl. They just girl. They just human. They're not anything special. They just attractive. And I think society or anything, a lot of people bring up too much value of a woman, especially attractive woman,
Definitely.
over their head, and they think that, oh, that's out of my league. Like, the only thing that you think is out of your league because you're not confident enough, and that's why you think it like that, which is extremely weak and is nowhere near an alpha male would do. So today I have a special guest, which is my husband too. He was an ex-nerd and he was super nerdy in school, and just one thing that clicked, it changed his entire life. It literally changed his entire life. So you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit of story how you became a nerd from owning.
Became a nerd?
I mean,
I was
from
a nerd.
From a nerd to become a Playboy that owns multiple businesses.
So I started from, I think it was like a little bit, I think it was like 10 or 11. 10 or 11, I started really getting into computers more and more. It was ever since I can remember I was into computers. But when I was like 10 or 11, I started getting into it more. When I turned it to about 14 or so, that's when I started getting even more into like website design, coding, stuff like that. I started to get more and more into it, trying new things. I got my first computer when I was like, I think 15 or so, somewhere around there. But it was getting me more and more into computers, and I realized I love computers. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. I was always a nerd in school. I was always like the typical kid that would always not socialize with other people, not do anything except for be on the computer all the time. I was always just trying new stuff. I was like building different things, seeing what works and what doesn't, what I like doing, what I don't like doing. I was making a decent amount of money online, and I didn't really care about it, and it didn't really matter to me. So I just most of the time I just blew it on random stuff, just learning more and doing more. I got equipment, I got different stuff to learn more, I tried new things, and I just kept doing that over and over again. I built my first business, I was like 15, 16, and then I started growing that more and more, and I tried a whole bunch of things after that. Now we have two businesses together. You helped me run the other business, the educational company. Yeah. I have a software company, which is also a marketing agency. And then that's the first company. The second company is the education company. So we have two businesses now. The thing that really changed my life, really changed a huge part of everything for me, was just I stopped giving a fuck about people and what they thought. So before I was like, oh, so there was people that would say shit about, oh, why are you inside? Why you're so nerdy and this, typical nerd shit. And I just didn't really care that much. I mean, yeah, it bothered me a little bit, but not really to the point where it mattered or made any real impact. And I realized one day it's like, okay, I don't care to this point. Why is that stopping? Like, I already don't about what people think. So why would I care? I feel like you're speaking to me. So I already don't care about what people think. So why would I care about what someone thinks if I hit on them? Or so after that, I was like, okay, I already made money. Now I need to get the women, because I always wanted everything I wanted in life. And first it was like being successful, and then it was getting all the women I want, and then it was just doing more and more and more of whatever I like doing, which was computers, coding, design, business. I didn't realize I actually liked business. I was just doing it without realizing that I enjoyed it. But I was getting more and more into that, and I was like, okay, so I've already gotten to this point. What's stopping me from getting the women? And I realized I was just worried, oh, what if they reject me or something like that? And I realized it doesn't matter. Like, who gives a fuck? So I just started literally watching YouTube videos on how to talk to women, and I realized, oh, look, it's no different from anyone else. So then I just started, one day I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go downtown. I went downtown, hit on people. Women, hit on women. I met a whole bunch of different people though, a whole bunch of people, both guys and women first, and then I hit on the women.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you're attractive, let's talk. We hung out. Eventually, after probably the first week or so, I hung out with the first person. Then I just kept doing that over and over and over again. I spent an entire month just doing that every day. And after a month, I was like, well, it really doesn't matter anymore. I really don't give a fuck anymore about anyone, what they think, what they say. Like, my whole family was saying shit about, oh, you can't do that, that's not normal, this and that. I was like, it doesn't really matter to me, I don't really care.
But your friends said that too.
Yeah, my friends did too. And it's because they were scared of doing it, and I would always invite them and offer them. They would make the most ridiculous bullshit excuses. And it's all because they didn't have the balls for it.
Yeah, like, I find it extremely unattractive when a guy cannot come up and hit on women. Like, there was guys back in my high school, like, I know that they were attracted to me, but they didn't have a balls to come up and actually, like, confess to me. And they just kind of, like, stay either on blind side, or they just, like, stay at, like, friend zone. And I didn't really put them in friend zone. I didn't do anything. I was just there, but they wouldn't do anything about it. So it was extremely unattractive when guys can't even come up and doesn't even have the balls to do that. I'm extremely attracted to, like, dominant men. So when guys are when guys are not being dominant or being so self-conscious, it's just so much of a turn on. So like, your friends, that's why, like, one of your friend, I hooked up with him a few times, and then I just kind of, like, laughed because it was so unattractive what he did. It's just so unconfident. But yeah,
I started when just hitting on women, and then I just got better and better at it. Started going to parties more and going to raves and stuff like that. And ever since then, I got better at socializing, better at meeting people, better at fucking people. But women, better at fucking women. And I just progressed in every aspect. It's okay. I don't care about that. I'm not into that. I know you won't judge, but that's not the point.
It's actually a pretty turn on. But yeah, okay.
But that's okay. That sucks for you if it's a turn on. Anyways, so stop caring. And I realized it doesn't matter what other people think. Doesn't matter what my family thinks. Doesn't matter what friends think. More than anything, it was friends and people around me. But then I just started to be like, okay, I'm going to separate myself with these people. So I started getting older, started getting better at business, better at everything. And I started realizing, well, my mindset is different from everyone else's. No other person, most normal people, they don't think like I do. Because I changed my mindset and it completely changed my life. It wasn't because I was special or smart at something. Like, yeah, I was smarter and better at some things than other people, but that's not what really changed my life. It was all about my mindset. It all came down to my mindset, how I think of things, what I'm doing, and how I'm spending my time. Everyone else around me, they were just wasting their entire life. My whole family, all my friends, everyone I knew, they just waste their time and make ridiculous bullshit excuses for why they can't do anything. But they can do anything. They just don't want to because they're lazy, and they're unmotivated, and motivation is all from your head. Like, you make up the motivation if you
Yeah.
want to. If you want to do something, you do it. It's not just gonna be poof, magically happen on your own. And I realized that a long time ago at a young age. So I just started to build upon that. And as I got older, I started doing more, stopped giving a fuck, even less and less every single day, every single year. Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck. If people don't like, I don't drive slow. I don't have a quiet car. I don't, I'm not nice to people just because they don't like me. I don't really care if people don't like me. Like, I am who I am, and if people don't like it, that's their problem. They can leave, but I'm not going to change it just because someone doesn't like it.
How many times that you fail at first that hit on a woman?
A lot.
So until you get that one answer, until you get that like one yes, like how many times did you fail?
What do you mean?
remember?
One yes for what?
One yes, like either she gonna hang out with you or
A
she
week.
gonna like
It was about a week.
a week, but like how many?
It was 3 days before the first person I found, first number I got, and then it was after, I think, 4th or 5th day, the first person I hung out with.
Okay, so
It was at least, so the first day I was spending every day. The first
Okay.
day I only did an hour or two. Second day I did, I think, 12 hours. And then third day and every day after that, it was anywhere from 8 to 12 hours every time.
yeah, because I know there's a lot of people like that kind of have expectation like either I go up to that girl like what if she say no, because they expect that the girl to say yes, and they kind of like have that scarcity in their mind, but they kind of expect that the girl to say yes right away because it's in a movie, you know, like how like
Yeah, that's bullshit.
yeah, life is not a movie. Life is not something just instantly happen. It's not something that like you fell in the sky from the sky and then you know the girl pick you up and kiss you. No, that's your job. Like that's your job to like come up to the girl and hit on them. Like don't wait for a woman to come and hit on you unless you actually make some kind of impact. Unless you actually make
No. There's
make
no
something.
unless. There's no reason for you to wait. Literally no reason.
No. I mean, like, the only time that woman would come and hit them, not waiting. I'm not saying that them waiting at all. I'm saying that woman actually come to them for them even doing nothing and not really, like, waiting for woman to hit them. That's just ridiculous. That's just a waste of time. That's just entitlement. But if you want woman just naturally come to you, talk while you walk on the street or while you in a mall with a friend or anyone, you need to present yourself as a confident person. You need to present yourself as an influential person where that person, that girl want to be around you or that man want to be around you. It doesn't really matter who. And we have like people came talk to us randomly just because that we look extremely influential when we the way we dress, the way we talk. We don't care about like speak quietly. We don't care. We would just talk and we just walk like we own the freaking place.
Because
and
we do.
we sit
Wherever we
like
go.
we own the freaking place. Yeah, exactly. Like that's why when people see it, people are like, okay, I want to be around those people, and then people just naturally come up and talk to us.
Right.
Don't expect that you're going to succeed at the first time, and don't be scared that you're going to fail, because when you fail, you're going to learn. And
No, failure is better than success.
yeah,
Because you learn more from failure than you do from
exactly.
success.
So if you fail this one time, don't give up. Just do it over again. Do it until you succeeded it. And even if that one girl say no, you can try with a different girl. There's are many women in this world that are attractive or even attracted to you that are attractive. So don't lower your standard. Don't go with the lowest standard because you want to get that yes. Go with the highest standard. And go and get it, because if you set your goal higher, you will achieve better and you will learn how to fail to be able to succeed. With like hitting on a woman and everything, we actually in an open relationship. We like, well, I like girls, he like girls, so we have something in common. So
So we use that.
so we use that in our advantage, where we would like to date girls and we would like to have fun with girls and you know, have like them as either have sex or girlfriends. And what made you think that, get you out of that mindset that you want to be with multiple women rather than just lock in with one woman?
Well, I never thought I want to be with one.
Because you did before.
What do you mean?
When you date your first girlfriend?
Oh, you mean after that?
Yeah, like your first girlfriend,
okay.
your second
So I
girlfriend.
started doing...
Because you dated multiple girls
I get
until you met me. and then you set
Even
out
before.
yeah
Okay.
until you met me and then set out the rule that okay, I don't want to be locked down. I
Right.
want to be free because life is so short. Why do you restricted yourself into one person that you why you can love more?
So it all came down to when I was growing and building more
Mhm.
within the business, trying new stuff. I was like, okay, I'm doing so many different things. Why would I limit myself to one person?
Yeah.
Just like I didn't want to limit myself to one business or to one specific thing that I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I got better at multiple things,
Mhm.
and that included every part of my life. So I didn't want to have any limitation, and therefore I got rid of every limitation.
What was that point in your life like? Do you remember how old you were and what happened
I
at
think
that
it was
moment
like-
that hit you? Like, okay, I don't want any
It wasn't like that.
limitation.
It wasn't something big like that.
Okay.
I just started thinking, okay, well, I have already done a decent amount of stuff, and I
Okay.
want to do a lot more, so why would I limit myself? Because I
Okay.
always saw being with one person as a limitation.
Mm-hmm.
It's always so restrictive and retarded. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why would you only have sex with one person for your entire life? That's fucking boring.
Uh-huh.
Like, why would you not do more stuff with more people, even with that person that you care about? Like, if you care about that person, you should have more fun with that person, not say, oh, I'm only going to have fun and only going to do this with this person.
Yeah.
Like, that will eventually get boring. You will run out of stuff, especially when you're with more people. It makes it more fun, more interesting.
Yeah. And I know there's a lot of successful men, they don't limit themselves to anything,
Exactly.
including relationship or marriage.
And I changed that when I was like 17, I think.
Mhm.
I started thinking like that more and more.
Yeah, so that was around the age that you met me then. No.
No.
No, that was
way
earlier.
before.
Yeah, that was earlier. We met afterwards. Before me, did you set that out with anyone?
Not really. I
Mhm.
talked about it somewhat, but not that much, because when I met you,
Mm-hmm.
that was around the time where I really started changing everything, and I started setting certain things like, okay, I'm done with being thinking like the other people around me, and that's when I started breaking off people too.
Okay.
So I started separating myself from the retarded people I was around, and I started putting myself around more successful people, better mindsets, started looking at different content, spending my time on different stuff,
Mhm.
stuff that actually mattered, not stuff that was just gonna waste my time. And before I met you, 6 months before I met you, that's when I started doing that, and I
Mhm.
got way more into it around the time that I met you, or a little bit after.
Oh, okay. First, when you talk about it, how did that girl react? Did she
About
say
what?
no? You wanted to be in an open relationship?
Not really. She didn't like it,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't say no either. I could
So-
tell she was annoyed about it,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but I think it seemed like she wasn't sure.
Okay.
It's like the idea was interesting, but it's like she still didn't like it because it wasn't normal. She was kind of like in raves and stuff, so it was kind of more normalized,
Mm-hmm.
but still she wasn't that thrilled.
Okay. So,
But I didn't really care.
what would you advise for people that want to, men that want to have multiple women in a relationship? What would be your number one advice to them?
So if the person you're with doesn't like it, find someone else. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a
pretty
very
much it.
simple solution.
Yeah.
If they don't like it, then don't let them limit you, and just get rid of them and find someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they might make you happy, but they're gonna restrict your entire life, control your entire life. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Find someone else that's not going to. Someone that's gonna support you.
Yeah. Because I see a lot of now men let women control their life and then they whine about it.
Because they're whiny little bitches.
Yeah, and then it's that's not an alpha move. Women don't attract to that. That's why women usually treat men badly, because they didn't show them their place and they didn't show the alpha, the dominant to them. So they took over the power pretty much, and women naturally, we are more emotional. So when we have that power, we use our emotion to toward that power. We don't use our logic. So when we're happy, then
What logic?
exactly. So when we are happy, your life's gonna be perfect. But then when that person is just extremely in a bad mood and then they have that power, they're gonna be either extremely aggressive or even abusive at times. I have read some story where women literally beat the shit out of the men, and the men couldn't really do anything, because in this country, if even a man lay a hand on a woman, even just push a little bit like that, he would get jail time if the girl called the cops and say that he abused me, and that's it. and they don't even look further in it. So it's such a bad advantage for
And that's
guys.
a double standard too.
Yeah.
Because the other way won't happen the same way.
Exactly. So that's it. Like, if you don't show that woman their place, like, I don't mean like beat the shit out of her to show her their place, but you need to be more aggressive. You need to be more dominant. And if she doesn't do what she does, then go find someone else, because there are going to be someone else out there for you to be with, for you to support you and to love you for who you are, for what you want in life. Like, I have been going through guys with, like, I don't know how many guys, but like guys, and they were so freaking submissive. They're all so submissive, and it's sickening to my stomach. And when I just, like, before I met Jahan, I was like, okay, it's a final answer. Like, I'm not going to find a person that's submissive to me anymore. Fuck that. Because that's what my family taught me. So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna do the opposite. And when I did the opposite, I succeeded at it. So stop listening to what society want to push you toward to. Stop listening to other people and start listening to yourself of what you want in life and what you want to get. And before, as a woman, I had an advantage of, like, being the dominant position, and I did not like it. And I wouldn't say I was the nicest person either. I was a bitch. And because I had that such power, then I didn't know how to control it. So there was a lot of relationship I was in, like, it was toxic between me and that person. And of course, when I look back, there was some stuff that I wish I didn't do, but it actually taught me something. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't know how it felt, so I wouldn't know what to do, what to find the right thing to have. So with you, even, like, you have found a lot of things bad in your past, but it taught you how to become who you are today.
Exactly.
So don't feel bad about, like, if you are, like, just a nerd and you cannot reach your goal, like, being successful.
You can reach your goal. If you think you can't reach your goal, you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
You need to fix your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is the wrong mindset.
Yeah.
You need to change your mindset, and you will get where you want, but you actually have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have to put effort into it. You actually have to push towards that.
Just don't just sit there and whine. Like, actually,
Whine and won't do anything.
stand up and go get that girl. If you want to go get that girl, go get that girl. If you want to build that business, build that business. If you want to be successful in life, build a goal up of what you want to do, what you want to help, and how you want to change the world. Because if you want to be successful but you don't have a specific goal on how to change people's life, then it would be just a waste. So if you want to find out more on how to be successful in life and what specifically niche you want to have in life, you can always go into Jahan's channel. He taught a lot about business skills and what you need to do to build up a business. And also he have an advertising agency, and he teach about advertisement and anything that
Software.
relates to software.
I teach about entrepreneurship, building a business, and how to expand your business, grow it, and doing proper marketing within your business. We have a software within our agency that helps you grow and expand your entire business, whether it's online, anything that's related to leads. We're going to help you grow your business. But that's one of my companies. Our other company is our education company. I teach about exactly how I built my businesses up, how I expand them, how I grow them, and everything through the entire journey on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want that, go ahead and check that down below. We'll have it linked.
Yep. And if you want to learn more about how to be more confident about the alpha male, go subscribe to my channel. I talk about how to build a dominant man, how to become a dominant man to succeed at life, at marriage, and at your relationship. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below if you have any problem in your marriage, your relationship, or your life, struggling becoming a dominant man. I would love to help you out. Just comment down below. And if you have any suggestions for any video that you want me to do, comment down below too. And if you have the most like, I will do that video for you guys. Thank you so much. If you like this video, click the like button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.